going on, everybody? First day of the Ninja Daddy channel, and my wonderful camera person, my wife, was sitting there recording with her phone, and it was full of junk, and it wasn't recording anything. So maybe we didn't even get the unboxing part, but we'll go over it real quick. Here's the tool kit. Comes with a file to sharpen it. That's not too bad. Extra gasket for something, not too sure. Muffler gasket or something. Comes with your spark plug screwdriver wrench, a little adjuster wrench for your carburetors, a couple nuts for the bar, and it comes with this L bracket. And it came with a couple screws we're putting on the dogs right now. I was stressing how hard it is to get the screws started. I actually got to put the wrench on here and push down. I just cannot start it with my fingers no matter how hard I try.
And it's a PROYAMA 68cc. It comes with a 24-inch and a 20. And two.
Think about getting a Loctite. Somebody should put Loctite on these because they can grab loose.
And it comes with gloves, face shield, earmuffsies, and a can you can mix your stuff in.
And the earmuffs are cheap, but not like the cheapest pair I've ever owned. So Harbor Freight does sell a cheaper, crappier pair than that. And come with a little Ziploc toolkit bag. Did you say the 2 chains?
Yep.
And then this, you can cut it for whatever bar you're going to run all the time, but I'm just going to leave it full length.
And the other thing is you can't return it on Amazon.
I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's a little riveted tag, PROYAMA, made in China. There's that side. A weird bag. They're just stuck together.
You're not gonna put the big whomper domper on it?
I'm gonna start it off with the little one to break it in.
Ah.
Because some people were saying they didn't feel it had the power for the big bar. But I think it might have a lot to do with breaking it in, just like our Chinese, what was it we bought, the scooter? I'm pretty sure this is a small one. Chain, and decent looking teeth. You can see it. There's a trick to this, but it's been so long since I messed with the chain. I'll figure it out here. There we go. Alright, got our teeth facing the right way. And one thing I noticed I don't like that a lot of the newer saws have is this will be inside the saw and your sprocket's right here. But I guess it ain't that big of a deal. Most other people express it's not that huge of a deal. Trying to see where the thing is that the bar hooks into. Is it missing? Let's see how I'm going to tighten the bar. I think it comes, it don't see no pin or nothing it came with. gasket back off.
Is that what that little cardboard's for? To go on the top of that?
Yeah, but the gasket is for this. Is that a pin? I'll throw a pin though. I don't see how the bar.
Well, there's an instruction manual over there.
Yeah, I might have to need it. This don't look like a normal chainsaw. Like, here's your adjuster screw, but what does it move? Does it move the entire? Bet it moves this entire thing. Maybe. That makes sense. Okay, you got a gasket for your bar. Please install the paper gasket onto the guide plate and align it to the CM outlet to avoid oil leakage between the guide plate and guide bar. So that must be, like one guy said, out of all the Chinese saws, this is the only one that don't just pour oil out of there. Maybe this little gasket is the only difference. I haven't had any of the other saws, to let you know. Let's put this instruction manual out. Showing how to operate it. Ah, okay, there's the pin. Why is it on this side? Does it even make sense? I'm not even sure. Maybe that's an oil adjuster screw for your oiler. Wow, that's crazy. I don't remember nobody saying nothing about that in their reviews. Let's try this again. And the bar seems just as thick and sturdy and nice as my steel. And the chain seems just as beefy. I did hear complaints of it stretching easy. And it could be just cheapy cheap. It is a pain in the butt having that clutch that way. I don't know what people be talking about. I mean, maybe they've just been dealing with it their whole life and it's just no big deal to them, but I'm used to the other one and it's not my preference. Get our chain in, see how this works. To adjust the pin. Figured it'd come adjusted all the way back, but it's like somewhere in the middle. Dark. I don't have any mixed gas to put in it, so I'm gonna have to do that later. It's getting dark anyway. Push up. See how I made that chain flat? Alright. Well, it's assembled. Got the dogs on. Slide this bad boy on. There we go. And then we'll be back later with some fresh fuel to put in it and oil, and cut some logs with it and see how it does right out of the box. But it wasn't too bad to assemble. For some reason the screws for the dogs was really hard to get in. I don't know, but I don't see a way to do dogs on both sides of your bar. There's no way to add dogs on both sides that I can see. But yeah, don't seem too bad. It don't seem too cheap. I mean, it's a little thinner plastic than what you get on a steel or something, but definitely a whole lot thicker than something you would get at Walmart.
Well, the gloves look like they're for small-handed people.
I don't know. It looks like the ones I like to use. In the videos, they had these like thicker padded gloves with grippies on the palms, but maybe they went cheaper. I don't complain. That's the ones I like to use all year round, even wintertime. So, but yeah, we'll come back with the safety gear and all that. And we'll break it in with the 20-inch bar, and then later on, I'll do, once I think it's broke in and got more power, I'll throw on the bigger bar and we'll see what it'll do. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Got the PROYAMA PCS 68 right here. I got the 20-inch bar on it, and I just filled it up with fresh Walmart bar and chain oil, and I think it's Pennzoil 2-stroke outboard engine 2-stroke oil I'm using in the gas. And prime it here. There's the first gas. Choke it. Turn it on. Let's see what it'll do. Hopefully it got you there. I think stops the other way. Let's try unchoking it. Hopefully I didn't flood it.
Does it even crank?
I was confused about the stop.
We didn't do a video.
My phone's right there.
That hit hurts.
cracking mine will do.
Is it break?
I think it's off now.
Oh.
Seems to be running good. Got good throttle response. Right out of the box. Don't see any oil yet. Wonder if that's the oiler there, I bet. Well, I'm going to crank this thing up, let it run a little bit. I like breaking mine in at a low RPM. And I'm going to see if I can get some oil on the chain. Might have to adjust this oiler. I'll let you know.
Hey, Dad. You hear me coming?
Yeah. Alright, everybody. Hope you can hear me. I've had this thing running on idle for at least 15 minutes, maybe 20. Every now and again, I'll go over there and hit the gas. And oil did start finally coming out of the tank. It seemed to be oiling good. I'm going to go ahead and get some hard old wood here, some old red oak and wide oak, and a little bit of hickory in there. Hopefully y'all can hear me. So yeah, I'm gonna find out what it do. Yeah, I like doing a little slow break in, just let it run and idle. And I don't know, people sit there and tell you the plug will foul out and all this crap. I don't know about all that. I've always had my equipment run great, and I never change plugs, so I don't foul plugs. So I don't know what people be talking about. A two-stroke, you gotta run it wide open or at least half open. They're full of it. Or they got it running too rich. I don't know. But let's see what this does. Y'all, so far I'm impressed. That first piece I cut some red oak, I believe, red oak, red oak, one of them oaks. It's an oak. Oh Lord. This right here, y'all, that's some hickory. And I'd be darned if I don't believe it just cut through that quicker than my steel farm boss with a 20-inch bar. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. It seems to have gusto. Everybody I've seen, I don't know if they're just too professional messing with these saws, but everybody want to adjust it and do this and do that and complain about everything. But out of the box, man, out of the box. I'm just so far I'm happy. I wasn't too happy that I couldn't return it because I thought about it, but that wasn't an option. But yeah, that's hickory right there, y'all. Ain't like that. Cut a couple more. It's hot out here today too, y'all. Breaking it in good. Woo! If y'all saw that, I did have my finger on the trigger. The chain was moving, it was sore, and I was pushing down, and the chain stopped, but the motor was still going. So that means the clutch is not broke in, or maybe it's a little off center, or who knows. Maybe it was getting too hot. It is hot today. Here's a new saw. Whew. I have left it running for a while, so everything in there, it's gotta be at extreme operating temperature. Piece of hickory. And that chain, there is no kickback on that chain. It is a safe chain. You see me, the way I was cutting that under there and just doing like this. It didn't really try to push back at all. But yeah, chain stretching a little bit so far. Probably wouldn't hurt me tighten it up a little bit. So far so good, y'all. It's oiling. There's plenty of oil on that chain. So yeah, so far so good. It's got some go. Just don't sound the part, it's doing the part. You want to see where it cut. Seems when I push it, it makes deeper marks. It makes sense, I guess, right?